So good evening. I'm going to try explain the code, like the code that is responsible for the actions that might have watched the previous video. So let me share my screen. Right. So this is it. So here, you may wonder why I was using some of the C, we were the C++. Several times when I tried using like C, there are some functions I was not able to to implement, especially like the error handling functions, and also I was having issues when it comes to entering like the data. Would afterwards complain about the buffer flow, like the memory allocation. I thought use it in C. So this was able to be possible while using the C++, and you can also see that we also have again C sharp, but this is it. So here in the admin, you can see that this one is involving the functions that were like enabling us to enter the students' details. This one was like the one of adding data in the previous terminal, if you could see. Let me first close this. So here, you could see that after like the ending, the entered students' details thing coming up, you could see that it gives you the position of putting the student ID, and this is where the function was calling for it. This was like to manage the space that was being given, or the allocation of the memory to the future. So here it was calling to push back of the student ID once you put, being that it was going to be non-array format. So the same came here for the name, the pushback, course, department, gender, age, the phone call. So now this came in like for the delete function. Yeah, this function is to enable like delete what like how you saw it, and in case maybe like the record doesn't exist, this is the code here that is responsible of telling you no record from for that ID that what doesn't exist. Then this one, it was the records here once, like maybe if at all you have got it. So this one comes in like once you have been able to write the correct student ID and the information was deleted successfully. So this is a message that pops in. Then here comes for the update function. The update function you could see here, the if loop, you can see it. Here, this comes in most cases if you put the wrong student ID. So it would return, of course, that it doesn't exist, or no record for the student ID of provider, so it doesn't exist. So if at all maybe it exists, this is the code that is responsible for telling you that maybe if you click one, you could check the name, or maybe the course or department, gender, age, or the phone number. And then here, the same, we could come here, same. Then here, this is the main function, literally. This case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4. So now this is the main function that calls for these function implementations here above. Continues, it continues. So this, it is called a constructor. This is the one that is responsible for adding our data in a CSV format. Like as you saw it, like when someone is to open up this, as you can see it here, remember we like try to select the view. So the moment you run the view command, the terminal, this is printed out, as you could see, and all the necessary changes that you keep on like trying to change, like the report, they will all apply. If you delete it, it will disappear. So generally it is dynamic. That's what it can say. Go back. So this is it. So this is the write function that the one is giving us like to get to know. Then this is the view function. As you can see it. Yeah, when it's possible and automating it. Then this is the search function, and then this is the print function that has been enabling us to see this format. You can see. Okay. Now, I think some of you may be wondering what is in the admin H. Now, in admin H, this one, we were defining the things that we're going to use. Now here, the student string, we are identifying the ID, name, course, the department, gender, age. So that once we are to write these things out, to call them in these other files, at least they can be recognized and not to see them like plain. We see that we also introduced the functions as well here, even the menu itself, so that it doesn't complain in this admin. Then let's come to the load. So now the load, you can see, this is the one that comes and calls. This is the one responsible generally for what you have been seeing on the terminal console. So it's the one has been like responsible for all the actions that have been like being proved. So in short, this one we could call it literally also like a main function, because here it's just calling. Here we just have calls that call the function implementations from the admin dot C#. Okay, I mean C++, sorry. Right, then this load edge, it's where we had to call, like initiated or defined the function of the start, the loading, the end loading, print label, and the load view that are responsible for like to bring the other welcome statement, show you the menu, and also try to terminate the what? The action or the process. And that's why we were able to come up to go back to the main menu every time we wanted to maybe carry out another different operation. So this was like literally also initiating this admin, give them the connection so that the start load could try to call from the admin. Then this, the student manager, despite I don't have maybe the extension to open it, but this code, this file comes in. Let me try to show you how it comes out. Okay, so you can see from this side that it was worked on. Let's try deleting it and show you like how I was able to make it. So I can maybe decide to open my terminal here. Which is this one, CMD, the main CMD. So let's say, sorry, set desktop slash, our file is called student manager, where we have the code. That's it. If I'm using PowerShell, let me try using that. C desktop slash IT student manager. Now you can see. So that's when we call. So now in this thing, that's what we are going to do is, I think you can see all these files. So what we are going to first do, we are going to try to combine all these C++ files, excluding these ones we have an extension of .h. So as well, we are going to do it is G++, which is the compiler name that we are calling to do the action. Then this notes like the name of the folder, how we want to call it. Let's call it a student manager. Then here we go on all like writing all the files that we want to find that folder. So we have the STM. Where is it? We have the STM, we have the load, then admin, load, and admin. I think you can see. I think that goes. So the moment you see that this has like a new line has come, that it's fresh, it means the file, the executable file has been formed or has been created. So we can go back and record and see. It's here. The file that we have just what created, it's here. So this is the file that you call the CMD. Just write its name, and then it will make the other functions, just as you can see here that we just called it. So thank you for watching. That was all I had for today.